an obvious short squeeze. Why else would they squeeze it unless they're planning to dump afterwards? Why else? There's no other reason. They always know what it is beforehand, and they always do a counter trend move. It made perfect sense. This was like a high level chess move. Not even high level. It was just a basic chess move where they just pummeled everyone that was short, got everyone else who was considering long super excited, and then they just wrecked everyone. This candle was like a minute, like 2 minutes when the market was closed. You couldn't even, if you're a retail in normal retail stocks, you couldn't even do anything. Everything gapped down. You're screwed. So think about it this way, right? They screw everybody. Everybody that's long gets screwed because the market gaps down. Everybody that was short got screwed here because they all got stopped out. Most of them closed. And I can tell you because I was trying to short. And then down here, once it comes down, people expected it to stop here at 4,000. It didn't. It just kept going. So anybody that was waiting to get out was hoping for a bounce. Okay. And anybody that didn't get in a short was hoping to get into the short. You either would have had to take it right away at market open, or probably most people waited for a bounce. But no bounce happened. Why should a bounce happen? How do you screw the maximum number of people? No bounce. Don't do a bounce. Make the up move very slow, which it was. Make the down move insanely fast, so fast that nobody can get in or out. And everybody just has to deal with it. And then the best part is, like I said, no bounce. So everyone waiting to get out with the bounce can't. And then they're waiting here. And now what's it doing? It should have, I even thought it would bounce at least to 39.80 or something. It didn't. It only went to 39.60. That was it. And now we're dumping. And where's it going to dump to? At least the 3830 first. This area right here. 38.50 to 38.30 is good. There's no, look at it. Look at this 4 hour. Look at this. This is the easiest short ever, by the way. Look at this. Okay, this was here was your breakdown on CPI. Right there. Here we tagged the underside. Okay, this is where you shorted again, and I did, but I shorted here instead of here because I'm an idiot. There's no other explanation for that. I'm just an idiot. And now we're dumping, right? And we're still in the red. This should, by all intents and purposes, from all my experience, continue. Okay, we should go to 38.66, and then we should go a bit lower. I think we tag 38.30. We'll consolidate again, and then we see what happens. We might get a bounce if we stay within this channel. If we follow my wave C prediction, we go all the way down. Remember, there's 2 channels here, right? So if we go to the 12 hour, remember I have 2 channels. This is one channel, okay? And it's the midpoint of the bigger channel, which is the entire downtrend move. So we've got the midpoint and then we've got the bottom. Okay, so we'll hit the midpoint, play around here, and then we dump all the way down below the lows created back in June. That's what I'm seeing. And we're going to look at a couple stocks that haven't reacted that much yet that I think there are still short opportunities on. They might be disappearing very quickly right now, though. I'm just surprised it hasn't dumped more because this is super bearish. It looks absolutely like absolute trash. The daily could be worse. It's not actually that bad. But again, I'm surprised how long this is taking to move lower. They're obviously just playing with people. Everybody got screwed here. So now they're just taking it slow and steady to just probably liquidate people both ways. That would be the only thing that makes sense to me, since most of this game is made by market makers, and they're the ones who kind of control the market and make money from it. So you always have to think like, how are they making money right now? That usually helps me the most. Just think about that and then trade with that in mind. But yeah, no super clear roadmap on the S&P. I expect us to move down here, 38.60 to 38.30 zone by Friday. Be pretty shocked if we're not there by Friday. And if we're not, we're maybe going to do a bounce and then we'll roll over. But for now, it seems like we are going to get that rollover. I'm just, saying that there are these chances with this extremely volatile market that is not going to happen exactly the way I expect it, unfortunately. Things were pretty clear here on this dump, but once we came down here, it's just been all over the place. Because once this breaks down here below these lows, I mean, that's game over for sure, right? That's bear market territory. We went below the lows, and then once we break down, we should just, boom, we'll just crash. But I expect if we get here, we should get a bounce. We'll get a bounce of some kind. just going to be too many people bearish by the time we get here, because they'll see we broke below all these lows. So that would be the perfect time to bounce bullishly again, take out anybody that's bearish down here, and then roll over again to complete the wave C. It should be fast. I'm really surprised it isn't faster. This wave 3, wave C, whatever you want to call it, it should be very, very quick compared to the other waves, if this is indeed a wave 3. And the biggest problem with Elliott wave is getting the waves right. So, you know, keep that in mind. I'll keep posting updates in my room. It's gonna be a bit of a slog here. It seems like things are not happening as quickly as I expected, as I said. So just bear with it. I suggest using lower size at this time. You're going to get bigger moves to compensate for it. There's going to be a lot of stop runs on the way down. Macro wise, on 4-hour, 8-hour time frames, things are pointing down. Daily's kind of like this, but overall to the downside. You've got on the lower time frames, we've hit some resistance. That's why we're pausing and bouncing here. Let's see how it develops.